Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of City Skylines. On the last episode we were just kind of getting the city up and built here. I had a few frame rate issues, that's why those were cut a little bit short, but I did figure out the issue. I was actually recording in 1080p, that's normally what I play this game in, and I forgot to knock it down before I recorded the last couple episodes. But it's going to be 720p again. I did render those out in 1080p just because, why not, I had the files there. Eventually, once I do upgrade my graphics card though, it will be being pushed out in 1080p. That's the only thing that's holding me back. I mean, I've got fast enough internet, the computer's great, unfortunately just the graphics card is kind of what's limiting us right now. But mainly what we need to work on here is we got of course we got commercial demand, that just never goes away in City Skylines or really any city building game from what I've found. But we do have some industry demand. So basically I'm just trying to figure out how long I want this road to stretch out to before we kind of kill it. Now I think this road is going to be cut off kind of like what we did over here with this road, how we had it attached originally. But I think it's going to be cut off like that as well. Let's see here. So I do want to get another connection going as well. The only thing is I think we're only going to be able to maybe fit one more in here. I mean, if we kept this sort of design, we could fit probably one here and then maybe another one over here. But the problem is we're not going to. We're going to be doing we're going to be actually freewaying this up, before we know it. So we can't really get away with that. So we're going to have to just be careful there. But I think what we'll do, do we want to go down or do we want to go over? I think we could go down if we wanted to. I think we'll eventually go down and kind of follow this train tracks, kind of follow the tracks there. I tell you what, let's go ahead and go up. I think, were we doing 3 or were we doing 2? We're doing 2, okay. For this one, let's go and do 3. Just, I don't know, change it up a little bit. Yeah, this area is the area that's never going to change for me in a grid. Maybe a little bit in certain areas, especially where we have to start curving around here, but I mean, in retrospect, like, I doubt that, because in most of my cities I build, on my own, they never do. Ooh, let's not get out of control here. I was just playing my other city. I'm going to have to do a tour of that one, because it's turning out quite nice. I think I said I'm going to do a tour of it before, but I definitely want to, because I want to show you guys. I just kind of want to show you where it's at, and kind of show you everything. Now this area we're going to do things a little different. Normally I don't build pipes like this as you've seen, but I'm going to just go ahead and do that because I'm feeling lazy right now. But hopefully that'll take care of some of the industry demand and get us some housing demand again, and we can start taking care of that. We got two intersections over here. As you can see, they are kind of close. They're not terribly close, but it is going to make it a little difficult, but not too bad. We're probably going to end up trying to squeeze another one in here. I may not, though, because it just depends on how I rebuild this interchange. This interchange is probably going to end up kind of being turned and moved a little bit just to make room for the bigger interchange, because it's not going to be a cloverleaf forever. As I'm sure we'll find out very soon that it's going to cause many problems in terms of traffic. But right now it's not doing too bad, so we don't have to worry about it. Wow, those guys came in quick. We do have some demand for housing. I don't know if we have any zoned out. No, so let's go ahead and do that. And actually, let's go ahead and put down some commercial too. I think I just thought of a place to put commercial. Let's make sure we have water here. Perfect. Before we do that, let me just check traffic real quick. Yeah, I kind of figured that was getting a little messy there. Not too bad though. So let's go ahead and put some commercial along this road here, just because. Okay, we'll have to change that up if we ever widen out that road. Actually, I'm probably right. Once we widen out that road, we will. It'll be nice once we get the freeway going, because we're gonna actually have a whole lot of space to put commercial down. I basically plan to put it down along this frontage road here. This isn't the frontage road yet, but it definitely will be. You know, there will be some spots where we'll keep houses, but it's gonna be kind of the main drag, or like the main area for commercial. Are we short on water? We're okay on electricity. Yeah, we're getting short on water and sewage. So I think, yeah, we've been putting water up here, upstream, of course. Now, something, if you guys know, go and let me know. Does the water level drop the more water you pull? Because I think I've seen that, but I don't know if it's just myself, you know, my brain playing tricks on me, or if it's actually something that's true. But I'm sure it does, but I could be just completely wrong on that. Let's try and get these close together here, and then they should be connected with electricity, and of course these guys way over here. Wow, should be connected. Okay, this guy should be doing okay. Does this guy need electricity? I don't think it does, but just in case, it's not complaining about it, so obviously I don't think it does, but you know, just in case. How full are we getting anyways with this? Okay, we're not doing too bad. We're gonna definitely need to work on it though, just to make sure we don't get that to that point. We got people building in. We got more industrial demand. I really don't want to do this, but I think we're gonna have to, just to get ahead of the demand. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us, but it probably will. So let's see here. So we're gonna take out that road there, and we're just gonna, of course, fill it in. Let's see. We're making okay money right now. So let me just make sure that, okay, we got a school there. Do we have a high school yet? We do not. Let's go and put down a high school. Okay. So we got a high school that should take care of everybody. Let's check here. Fire, good enough. Medical, good enough. And police, good enough. Okay. So the high school should help out, especially if we want to start getting some more educated jobs like offices. We will need a university for offices, I believe. We'll need the university for offices, but aside from that, at least that should help our citizens get by a little bit better. Okay, so I have a feeling this can be a nice little downtown, nice little waterfront downtown. Eventually we're going to trade these guys out for actual treatment plants, but right now we don't have to worry about that. We don't have the money to worry about that anyways. Why don't we go ahead and put down a couple nice large commercial buildings, just because. Let's go and do a 4 square right there and another 4 right here. They're not gonna. Ooh, I messed up on that. It's probably going to start building something that doesn't take up the whole spot, but hopefully it does. That would I didn't realize this, but if you look, that would suck right there. Your house is just right into a hill with a big old building over top of you. Wow. So if that building ever had collapsed and fallen, your house would be done for, and you'd probably be done for. That's well, I'm glad I don't live there. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's an NMP. It's not my problem. So no, that's pretty messed up. But you know, moving on. So all right, so we got this guy. Don't see too much traffic backing up. I do see a lot of traffic though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch on the traffic light right here, just to help the pedestrians and to help people turn and whatnot. We're not ready for a 2-lane road here. Maybe a little bit, but basically we don't have any huge backups or hiccups anywhere right now, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Now the place I will put a light to is gonna be this guy right here. Okay, so I'll just help those guys get along there. Shoom, shoom. Man, they are flying by. That's crazy. What is this, like 65? I think these are, or something like that. 100 kilometers an hour, right? I always get that conversion mixed up. I think 80 kilometers is like 55. So, probably about, what, 70 then? I don't know. I'm not very good at math. So, okay, so, yeah, this road is starting to get a little busy. To the point where I'm thinking that it's time to invest in some infrastructure upgrades over here. That just tells you where the money is. In fact, we're going to be doing this over the other areas. But that's okay. So we're going to do it up till there, and you're going to see why here in a second. We're going to go beyond there, and then we're going to actually go one over there as well. So we need to switch off traffic lights in there. We need to probably change some lanes. Yes. And sorry about that. That was my phone. And then we also need to turn off that direction, correct? Yes. Okay. And that should be turned off. That's good. That's all set up good. Okay, we got a traffic light there. I don't know why it sets it up like this. I do, but I don't. But we're going to go ahead and turn that off and turn that on so we have a dedicated right. One thing I don't know if they ever can introduce or a mod can introduce is right turn on red. That would be a pretty nice introduction. Yeah, see, you'll see this a lot. I don't know if it's the mod or if it's the game, but especially with these kind of slip road things with the highway mixed in, you'll see them turning from this lane, from the outside lane, or that'd be the inside lane, from the inside lane, and never using this lane. Like, traffic moves fine, so it's okay, but I never get it. I didn't get why that is, because this lane is not set up as a turn lane. If you go into the diagram and stuff, you know, it's just not. So I can't explain why that happens, but it does. So alright, so let's see here. We got a nice little population growth. Ooh, did we cut off power somewhere? I think we cut the, oh man, yeah, we cut the power line. Where did we cut power? Okay. So we cut power there. Oh, when we widen out this road, okay. I see, okay. Does that power the city? Because that comes around off of there. Okay, so that needs to go around and power everything, so hopefully everything will come back online. Yeah, I've done something like that, and I basically kill off the city. I think I already told you guys that, but yeah, that's actually, I killed off the city I'm working on off camera right now, so yeah, that's something I look for, but don't always remember to check. So let's go ahead. Crime rate. I didn't mean to click on this building, but I'm glad I did. So they're complaining about crime, so I guess we can go ahead and take care of that. Make them nice and happy. We got some housing demand. We should have. Oh, we don't. Okay. So we had this guy already zoned out here, but that's okay. Go ahead and get some more houses back in here. We're doing pretty good. We're approaching the point where I start hitting some bad traffic problems usually in the game. So we'll see how my design stands up to that. It's usually about the 7,000 to 12,000 range is when I noticed, you know, problems starting to rise in the game with traffic. So hopefully things won't get too ugly. Wow, they built in pretty quick over here. What are they complaining about? Okay, not enough electricity. You are correct. Let's go and fix that. So we kind of got the road situation figured out, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's go and do another coal plant. And that should hold us over. Okay, you're within range, good. Oh, I did an oil at first. That's why we were losing so much money. I didn't realize I put down an oil, not a coal. Oops, oh well. That did last us for quite some time, so I'm okay with that. I would think that these power plants should be able to produce a lot more electricity, though. I mean, there's coal power plants that can power whole, you know, cities, you know, large cities. I mean, at least that's what I think. It's what I hope, anyways. I mean, you don't see them, you know, with like, you know, 20 power plants sitting on the edge of town. That's something that I wish these games would kind of get a little bit more of. But, you know, it is what it is. So, garbage is becoming an issue, which I was afraid of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to go ahead and put down... yeah, let's go put down 2 of these guys, which should give us quite a bit of trucks. And then I'll see if by doing that, if they can get to those areas. If not, then we're going to have to move the garbage to a new location. Yeah, so we should get quite a few trucks coming out of here, which is good. Yeah, we got quite a bit. It's also very possible that it could be just because we're only running off of this one here. And as you can see, there we go. So we've got them coming out of there. And man, we got a lot of traffic here. This might be going to be a chance to check out the time lights and see. Sorry about the frame rate drop there. It's getting about time for this to end here anyways. So why don't I go ahead and end it here. We've hit pretty close to the mark that I usually stop recording. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or anything that you think I should add to the city, any mods or anything, go and leave those in the comments down below. If you guys have any questions or anything, you can leave those as well. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.